What's up, everyone? This is the Game Warp here. This is my second Mario Kart 8 Deluxe video, focusing on online battles and matches. However, I feel like that maybe from here on out, just for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe videos, it's going to be purely online matching. I really think there's really no point in showcasing the single-player footage of racing to get the gold things. I feel like that's not much incentive to watch these videos. So I'm just gonna stick with online for the moment. And with that said, let's get started. So I did review back the footage I saw from when I posted my first YouTube video regarding Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and for some reason it did seem to be the sound was fine, but in parts of where the video was a little blurry, it seemed to be when I guess the images on the screen were moving at once. So basically, if I was just standing alone and just waiting for a match to start, or just the beginning of when the match was about to start, that seemed fine. But the other rest, it looked a little fuzzy. So, like, even the lowest quality of, like, 144p on YouTube looked even worse than that. So I guess when someone uses it at 180, 60 frames per second, it does look several qualities worse than that. I'm not quite sure, what am I doing wrong, per se, about that? I tried to look up on the internet. It seemed to be giving vague answers, which I'm not really able to find what to do with it. I did try to play around with the bitrate a little bit and try to lower it a little bit. Maybe that might fix the issue, because I did look up the information regarding how to upload videos on YouTube regarding what the best bitrate should be. So I'm trying to do that differently. Also, I did say on the last video that that my sound, my voice, might overlap with the game a little bit. However, when I did try to practice it, and only to try my voice in between the matches and not any of the sound from the gameplay, there was a loud playback of some pitch noise. So I figured that wasn't really going to do the trick on it, I guess. So basically what I think I'm going to do is just try to stay focused on me talking only during when the matches are loading. Because I did look back and realize that even though I talked for maybe several seconds when the match did started, that did seem to overlap with my voice a little bit. Which isn't the end of the world, I guess. I care more about why the video looks a little fuzzy on YouTube, more so than I guess if my voice did overlap with it. But we're gonna try it again and see what happens. And if I need to make any more adjustments, then I'll gladly do that too. Watching this video, wondering why that guy's just slamming into the wall there or something. Unless there's a glitch, or maybe he X'd out or something. Oh well. So when deciding, when I first began these videos, I didn't know how I was going to do it. Like I said in the last video, if I wanted to add commentary or something. I don't know if I really want to do something where I'm have my face in the video and I guess the action's happening behind me. That's not really probably my forte to do. And I really don't know much of anything of how, audio works over YouTube. So I'm still working out the kinks of it. And I guess it's the last sync course I did last time. Well, I managed to throw 4 red shells at him in a row, and with the help of a blue shell, but I guess that didn't slow him down enough. So yeah, as I was saying, I didn't really want to put my face in front of the camera. I don't know if I'm that type of person. And I guess I'm not the best public speaker, as you would say. So yeah, this is all new to me, as I said before. But you know, we'll see what we have to take it from here. First person who got was in first 2 times in a row. He or she seems like a pretty good driver. You know, sometimes you think that person cheating because you get the idea that they're ahead so much, and you got a feeling that maybe they're slightly speeding along the map that maybe you're not noticing with other players. Hopefully that's not the case. I mean, I don't think that's the case, but you know, what are you gonna do? first place, for a change. Yeah, as I was going to bounce off that instrument there, I had a feeling that he had a red shell on the back and was going to use it on me when I was in the air, so that I could go down, you know, space or something, and I have a delay by that cloud type figure creature. So I think last week I mentioned that I think it'd be pretty cool if there was like a Mario Kart sandbox mode or something in the future. And I think maybe the most basic way of maybe incorporating an idea like that is something that I used to play on the PC years ago. You know, Hot Wheels, I don't know if they still do, but I know they released a lot of PC games, like, you know, like maybe 20 years ago or so. 15, 20 years ago or so. And for one of them, there was a series called Stunt Track Driver. And for the second one, there was a sandbox mode where you could build your own course or something like that. I thought that was pretty cool. So, obviously, if they did that on a Mario Kart level, then maybe that could be something interesting. Again, I'm not quite sure how they would do that specifically, since, you know, all these courses seem to, you know, take a lot of design detail to do, so I don't know what a simple form of that would be, if it needs to be simple form. I doubt that could be a complex form. Plus, there might be not be any reason to make a Mario Kart game in the future again, unless they change the gameplay. Well, that wasn't as good as last time, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, I'm probably gonna make different videos of games besides the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and the record attempt at the Tricky Tube game that I made recently. I'm still not quite sure what I want to do yet. I don't know if I want to post like walkthroughs of games or maybe some specific things that I found that maybe I want to record. Like, I don't know how I want to go about that yet. certainly I do want to do more than one video a week. Just for a different variety of content. I do have other games that I do own. I just don't know what I want to do with them yet. You know, I would wonder what would happen if, instead of 3 tracks at a time and with the random, they just have all the, tracks, listed. And I wonder what would be the most picked tracks and the least picked tracks. Because I can't really tell, honestly, out of all of them. Even with the DLC added to this game, or I don't know what. Extra courses, would be new courses, I don't know. I wonder if that would be interesting statistics to kind of look forward to if they ever get around to it. It probably won't happen. better than last time, I guess. Yeah, I'm wondering what would happen if I just tried only a game of just seeing the back of like everyone, like holding down the Y button, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, where I get to view everyone's, I guess, the backside of it for the entire race. I wonder how that would be. It probably wouldn't be the same for battle mode, but I wonder how that would turn out. Now, chances are I'm probably not gonna win, so it's best to try on my own time and not actually when there's some points at stake. Although, I guess that's always the case. First time I lost points. Oh well. I think that's enough racing for now. I want to do some battling today before I'm done for this session. I mean, it probably would be easier, but yeah, seeing from the battle maps, I've will be the most and least picked horses of the statistics if they were to do that. Speaking of statistics, I do wonder what would be the case if game capture cards were around back in the, I guess, 80s, 90s, and the internet was still there, and there'd be only like Super NES and like NES and like N64 games and PlayStation games on YouTube. I wonder what would be the most popular ones. Or if Minecraft, something as big as that on YouTube, came out like in 80s or 90s. Which, I mean, is a block type game, so it shouldn't need like 2 graphical power in order for it to do it. even though I was in third place, it didn't feel like that I was in, third place. It felt like I only had it for just a few seconds, which I did, but I feel like it was, much less compared to everyone else. I don't know, it's because you always get that feeling. For the online matches, whether it be battle or racing, I've always done regional. I never tried worldwide for some reason. I don't know if that increases possible lag or maybe interference or something, because you're using different countries, combining to make one another versus, like, an individual region. So I'm not quite sure if that's an effect or not. I haven't really tried it out yet. I can't imagine if it does have an effect, it would be too much of an issue. But maybe for some reason I'm just only used to hitting regional. I'm probably gonna do another match or two, and I think that's gonna be done for today. You know, I kind of always wanted Nintendo to go back to the E3 press conference, the Direct. I know that 2012, I guess the end of it when they showed Nintendo Land. Well, that was a fun game. I think maybe the sourness of like how they ended like awkwardly having the fireworks shoot up in the air or something. Not real fireworks, but pretend fireworks. I don't know if that made the lasting impression that they didn't want to do it again. I feel they should go back to it. Because there was definitely a sort of a semi-excitement for when they did the Switch reveal back in 2017. I think January in the beginning of the year. So I don't know how that would come about if they decided to do that again for E3 this year. Probably not going to happen, but it'll be interesting nevertheless. Probably one more match and that's it. Hopefully for the next Mario Kart game, they can improve the messaging system a little bit, because, you're just saying maybe several, pre-selected titles. I don't know, I feel like they can improve on that. I mean, I understand Nintendo's perspective, like, maybe not want people to say anything inappropriate, but even if with that, I feel like they can do better than just maybe, like, a dozen or so, selected titles that they could say. Of course, I mean, that time is only maybe 30 seconds, possibly, so maybe they don't have to extend it out too much. Totally doesn't matter. So yeah, I think I'm going to stop for today. This is about the same time amount, incidentally, as the first video. I don't know if I'm gonna try to make it close to an hour each time or something. I might do 40 minutes next